Okay, so we're looking at a Chemtronics SSB 2000. This is a really rare version, and you might ask why. There's probably two people in this country that understand why. Peter Newman's one of them, and I'm the other. What do you reckon, Pete? We've got to stick together, mate. The rarity of it is it's a beautiful 18 channel example of the Chemtronic SSB 2000. It is a magnificent, unmarked, just original Chemtronic mic. Look at this. This is just so beautiful. And these are the sort of things that you almost want to use as furniture pieces. Sorry, let me include a third name on that one. Steve Prime, VK5SP. You're the other person. You're the other one that would understand an 18-channel Chemtronic SSB 2000. I was a bit rude, wasn't I? But no, you are definitely the other one that would know exactly what you're looking at there. So there you go. For the rest of you, here's an education. These were Australian delivered 18-channel units, and there wasn't a lot of them, and there's certainly not a lot that are are still around the marketplace. I'm putting a signal in on obviously 27155. I'm putting 50 microvolts in. Meter reading is actually reading a little lower for 50 microvolts, which depends on the standard. Back in the day, there were some variations to what people expected, but it's not that far down in it. But what we're really interested in is not so much what does it read at S9. We're more interested in what happens when we start taking this 50 microvolts down. Now I'll move away from here for a minute. Have a look at that. It's still just under S1 at 2 microvolts. 1.58 microvolts, 1.41 microvolts, 1.26. Let me turn that volume up just a little bit. But I just want to show you what some of this old technology or old crap. One of my mates said the other day, what do you got all this old crap for? Let me just show you what this old crap does. 1.12, 0.99, 0.89, 0.707. Peter Newman, if you're looking, 707. Now, isn't that that's a Mopar horsepower? That's Trackhawk, Dodge Hellcat number, that one. Yeah, okay, let's go down to 0.5 a microvolt. Now, this old piece of crap that my mate called it, and he's a good mate. He's all right. He just doesn't have a lot of history on. He believes that the whole world is now rotating around two things: FT8 and SDR radios. I'm here to tell you, there's a little bit more that went on in life than SDR radios and FT8. But anyway, look at that. Still hearing it beautifully at 0.5 of a microvolt. Let's keep going. .282 of a microvolt, and just so you can hear it, you can hear the hash that's just starting to come in at 0.282. But I'm on AM here, by the way. I'm not trying to trick anything. And we're just 0.141. I would say we're in the noise there. Now, for you guys that don't understand that, that is bloody amazing for a 1970s 18 channel, nearly got it wrong myself, 18 channel CB radio. And as we do, we'll bring it back up again. And obviously, right, let's get rid of that. But the other reason we do that, by the way, it actually shows us the full linear meter movement and gives us an idea. Sometimes you'll get a stuck meter where, you'll get 50 microvolts at S9, but 70 microvolts at S10. Suddenly it's not moving. You'll find that you've got a meter that's giving you a bit of trouble, but not in this case. So, what do I like about the Chemtronic SSB 2000? upper, lower, sideband, sure, but it's the lights. It's not the fact that it does, so down, upper and lower, more dust. I'm trying to clean these before I do a video, just a quick clean. I'm still missing dust. This is like a Christmas tree, and you'll see when we do the Chemtronics mobiles, I've got some Pace 1000M mobiles and Kemtronic mobiles as well, and you'll see they love their colours, and I did too. It just sort of, if you had these in a dark room, you could tell you're on sideband or AM by the colour, you know, even if the volume was down. Beautiful. Even their transmit receive, it's just a spectacle. Really is. They're just, look, I know I carry on a bit about these things, but when you've been doing it as long as I have, there you go. Sounds like I'm 93 now. 57 going on 58. Oh, all birthday presents, by the way, 23rd of September. All birthday presents, PO Box 1, Tangambalanga. Things that are larger, like if you're donating cars for my birthday or anything, 102 Hogan Lane, just get them courier delivered. That's fine, no probs. But look, to be honest, don't bother getting me a birthday present. I'm not being serious. I even tell my wife this, but she still does. I'm the man that's got everything because I've got this beautiful woman in my life, and everybody knows that. It's one of the things that she even puts up with the craziness about me at times, which, trust me, that has its moments. Okay, so let's get back onto not putting me down too much. Let's go have a look at sideband. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, 1, 2. Oh, hang on, sorry. Oh, what I can tell you there, that mic element's getting a bit old. I can tell straight away what's going on there. I'll show you something in a minute. We might swap mics over just to show you what actually happens. Let's just bring that volume up a bit. Maybe you'll hear when I do this that it's actually down a bit. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you can see how the level's down so much there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, and that's the mic element. It's really just had its day. So we'll actually chuck another mic element in that because and just be aware of that. These things are getting on for, these are 1970s, so let's call it, you know, let's call it nearly 50 years old, maybe right on, don't know, somewhere around there. Nearly 50 probably is more accurate, but you are going to find that some of these old dynamic elements are starting to get a little bit average, but at all costs, do not get rid of the mic. Fix the element. Don't just put another mic on it. Well worth, you know, keeping that symbol there. As you'll see, that's the Chemtronic symbol that obviously they used over here as well. Don't you love that big meter? Crazy. They just crazy. This radio, particularly, as you probably know, I've got the Pace version of this as well, and we'll do a video on that. I would love it if someone bought the Chemtronic and the Pace together, you know, to keep the collection together, but I know, and obviously I can't sort of request that. It's one of those things where, you know, if somebody sort of sees that that's an opportunity for them, well, love to help them. But it's sad seeing some of these go. That's my most common question, by the way. With everything that's going on in your life, you know, is there some sadness about some of the radios that you're seeing go? And the answer is yeah, there is. I won't try and sugarcoat it. But by the same token, there's also a lot of joy being caused with a lot of people who've been chasing bits for a long time that are good mates of mine that I'm really, you know, sort of finding that this is a positive scenario in that it's not so much the who, the what they're getting, it's the who's getting it at times. And there's some brilliant people in my life that have been just fantastic. But we're coming up to that 10 minutes in a second, so back to the radio. Full function meter, SWR power, etc. So that was good. Noise maker, CBPA, RF gain, clarifier, volume scorch, mode switch, channel switch, etc. There you go. And they even had a clock. So I'm just going to try to keep my 10 minutes. Very clean, absolutely beautiful. This one obviously is 240 volts too. So don't be fooled. This one is actually 240 volts. So because of the fact it's an 18 Australian delivered. And I don't know if there was any sign on the back of any stickers of who delivered or anything. No, but it does have its approval numbers, etc., etc. Complies with RB249. That was the big thing back in the day. So you legally can use this radio if you want to use it, which is great. This has not been true of every radio we've been showing you today, and I like to point out the difference between the two. One thing I am realising, Steve, if you're watching this, either Steve, I need a hand. Got to get on that one, NBS tower we've got sitting outside. One of them, we just got to get a station master up and some cable routed into here. So one of you, can you put your hand up and we'll do it together? And I just need a bit of a hand just to cable in and basically get an antenna in here, because I think antennas in here are going to be a lot better for people to see videos. Anyway, that's just a side note to my great helpers, good mates of mine who just honestly they're worth their weight in something. Anyway, hey, the clock just changed, which means the clock's working. Now, that was the other thing I was going to discuss. The clocks don't always work on that, but I just saw it flick over. So, they'll be out of breath here. So that's good news. All right, 11 minutes went past what I wanted to do, but if you're interested in this, obviously, just drop me an email. And hey, I'm getting better on this Hewlett-Packard test set. I'm starting to remember how to run around it. So forget what I said about don't maybe go IFR or Motorola. I'm starting to think actually it's not as bad. Once you get used to a couple of things, I still think the sideband resolution is crap compared to the other two. Anyway, 73s, all the best. VK3 Charlie Mike, JDW229. Thanks for putting up with a few silly videos today, but it's been my way of getting through a day. Cheers all.